Find true freedom. Empty your mind and change your life. Marco lived as if his head were a crowded marketplace. At 24, he carried a steady ache that never left, memories tugging him backward, what-ifs pulling him forward, and a restless chatter at every hour that made sleep thin and mornings heavy. He would wake with the taste of unfinished sentences in his mouth and go to bed with rehearsed regrets. Simple pleasures dulled, conversations felt like static. It was not that his life lacked good things. He had friends, work, a small apartment with sunlight in the kitchen, but his attention was always elsewhere, and that kept him from feeling free. He heard, by way of a passing neighbor and a page in an old traveler's map, of a quiet village on a ridge where a retired psychologist lived. People said he taught strange but useful lessons, not advice exactly, but small experiments that altered how someone met the day. Marco decided to go. The walk to the village was long and fine. Wind tugged at his hair, and the road allowed him to notice small things he had been missing, like the pattern of a stone wall, the smell of drying grass. Still, when he arrived at the weathered porch and saw the old man, calm, hands folded as if nothing could pry his attention away, Marco felt the usual clamor rise. He sat down on the step and told the old man in a rush about the storm inside him. The old man listened with the kind of attention that did not interrupt, then smiled and handed him a glass filled to the brim with water. "Walk through the village and bring the glass back without spilling a drop," he said simply. "Do not think about the past or future. Keep your attention on the glass." Marco almost laughed at the instruction. It seemed too small to matter. People had given him techniques, books, and lists before. Still, he stood, cupped the cool glass, and stepped onto the path. Children shouted and darted between stalls. A dog barked and chased a ribbon. A vendor's bell chimed, and someone called out the price of figs. The world around him wanted his attention like 1,000 small hands. For the first time in a long while, he focused on one thing, on the glass in his hands, how the water settled when his steps trembled, how the rim caught the light. He noticed the slight tremor of his wrist and shifted his weight to steady it. The aliveness of the day washed around him, but he did not follow it. He watched only the water. He returned with the glass full. The old man nodded. "When you kept your attention on one thing, there was no room for the other voices," he said. "The past could not pull at you, and the future could not push you. You made a space inside your attention, and in that space you found a kind of freedom." It was not that Marco's life had changed then and there. No external circumstance had been taken away, but something inside him loosened, the idea that he had to chase peace or panic about being overwhelmed. He realized the mind need not be emptied of thought entirely. No tool can make that happen. But attention could be chosen to rest somewhere that did not fan the flames of worry. In the small experiment, he had found a practicable doorway. If you want to try this practice later, save this video or pause now and come back when you're ready. I'll guide you through 2 safe, short options. The lesson Marco learned translates directly into simple actions you can try right away. Think of the glass as your attention and the water as the stream of thoughts. When attention rests steadily on one thing, everything else tends to quiet, not because thinking stops, but because thought is less able to pull you like a tide. Option A, breath as glass micro-practice. Sit comfortably with your feet on the ground and your hands resting in your lap. Take a slow inhalation through the nose for a count of 4, hold briefly for a count of 1, and exhale gently through the mouth for a count of 6. For 60 seconds, place your full attention on the movement of the breath, how the air cools as it enters, how your chest or belly rises, how it leaves warm. Thoughts will come. When they do, notice them without judgment and gently return your focus to the breath, as if you were keeping your eyes on a glass of water and refusing to look away. This practice can help create a little space in your day. Repeated daily, you may notice small shifts in reactivity and a clearer sense of choice in how you respond. Option B, the cup and walk experiment. Fill a cup halfway with water. Half full is safer and still teaches the same lesson. Hold it in both hands and walk slowly for 30 to 60 seconds, keeping your attention on the cup. Move deliberately. Feel each step. Notice how your arms support the cup. Keep your gaze soft. Let the sounds and sights of your environment arrive, then return your focus to the water. This can be done in a quiet room or outdoors. The point is not performance, but single-point attention. If carrying water is impractical where you are, substitute with holding a small object, an apple, a folded scarf, and attend to its weight and texture. A few practical notes. These exercises are safe for most people and meant as brief attention training tools. They are not a substitute for professional help. If you struggle with severe anxiety, depression, or intrusive experiences, consult a licensed professional for support. Also be gentle with yourself. The mind will wander. The practice is the returning, not the perfection.
Over days, these short practices can open a small interior room where you notice thought as happening, rather than as commands you must follow. That room is not empty of life, it is simply less cluttered, and there you can choose how to act. For Marco, the freedom he found was not the removal of his history or future plans, but a new relationship to them. They were background noise rather than the only things that could guide him.
He learned that attention is a tool for freedom. Find true freedom, empty your mind, and change your life. You don't have to clear your mind perfectly to begin. You only need to practice steering attention away from automatic reactivity and into the present, even for a minute a day. Try one of the two exercises now or later and notice what shifts. Small observations like sleep that feels steadier, a conversation that feels more present, a morning when worry doesn't arrive first. If this story helped, like and subscribe, and tell us in the comments which exercise you tried or what you noticed. Come back when you're ready for another short practice or another story. Freedom grows in small, steady steps.